morning. I have fully showered. I'm wearing day clothes. I woke up at 6, but I really took my time kind of getting ready. It's 7:15 right now. I'm gonna take you guys through my day and I'm gonna timestamp it kind of here and there along the way so you can have an idea of what time it is and what's going on. Today is a stay-at-home day. I got food making, homeschool, cleaning, and everything else in between. I'm doing all this solo. Kieran is out at some classes. I do really enjoy these solo days when it's just me and the kids and we have to get things done. So thank you for joining me. I have my journal, some papers from a recent women's retreat, and my Bible. I'm going to do devos before really officially starting my day with the kids. I don't like taking the lid off, so I just try to hope for the best. It's 7:50 and we're gonna start getting some breakfast going here. Eggs, bacon. Oh, excuse you. Drink slow. A coffee cup ahead? It is 8:54. Usually, while the kids are doing their breakfast cleanup, I'm cleaning up here, but apparently you guys are done. So Ivy's gonna help me make my bed. First, Ivy's trying to pull it. Just this morning. Mama does it messy because Mama doesn't. When Kieran woke up this morning, he made himself coffee before he left and put mine in a quinto, so I have it nice and hot. It's 9:23. I think I'm gonna start with some read aloud. We're gonna work on some memory verses, we're gonna work on some poetry memorization, and then we'll get started with like workbooks. Drinks first, and then we'll do Great. get to the end of maybe a loaf of bread, you can see there's a lot of ends in this bag. If it's starting to get dry or it's just an end, I'll put it in this bag and I keep it in the freezer. And when I'm ready, I will change it all over into bread crumbs. So for now, these are all ready thawed. I got them this morning. I'm just gonna put them on this pizza pan. And I'm gonna put them in the oven. I'm just gonna get them to kind of slow bake for a little while. I need them to get kind of crispy and toasted and dried out. And I love the idea of turning on my oven because my legs are bare and I'm cold. It is 10:36. At this point, we're like knee deep into school, and we're kind of on the road to getting everything done, mostly before lunch. So hyper. I had to send them downstairs because I'm trying to get Edmund to sleep. Whew, I'm starting to get warm, which is good because I was freezing this morning. I'm gonna do some more devos. It is 12:52. Lunch is done. Cleanup is pretty much done. I have a little bit of coffee left and I figure while I'm sitting here, I might as well crack open God's Word. So Kieran also left me with some more stuff to read, which he likes to do. So I'll be reading a little bit of whatever he has put here. After this, it's go time. I feel like it's the time when I have to start checking things off of my to-do and cleaning list. Is when I'm gonna start making dinner. I'm gonna do some flatbreads and make them into pizzas for tonight, which sounds really good. And I just need a little bit of rest before all of that commences. Have become busy with watercolor and I'm gonna tackle the living room. This is me maturing. As a grown adult of 5 kids, you can get tons done in little time. It's just mentally getting there. So I'm mentally here and I know that I'm gonna have this living room cleaned, dusted, and vacuumed in like 15 minutes. And that's not a joke. I'll grab my timer. I'm gonna prove it to you. Here you go, here's our timer. 15 minutes. Let go. Also just have some runny noses right now. A baby wipe on these couches gets rid of any snot that may have made its way onto them. The most gracious couches, like mwah, the most gracious couches. About 3 minutes left. Not bad, which means I can go to the next thing and know it's really not going to take me too long. When I feel like I just don't want to make a bunch of big pizzas, I make a bunch of little ones, and I usually do my flatbread recipe. I like this because they're already cooked before I even put them in the oven, so I don't have to bake them as long, and I just really like a flatbread pizza. So my sourdough flatbreads, I use discard, but right now I do have active starters, so this is great. I'll link it down below. I recently haven't been measuring that much at all. I've been feeling. This feels right. I've been feeling that. close the door so I don't wake up my baby. I have 2 kids tackling the basement and totally cleaning it and vacuuming it. I have another kid that's finishing her book and then she will clean the bathrooms. And then I have 2 kids, well, 1 kid napping, another kid trying to nap. So I was like, you guys do that and I'll tackle laundry. This may not be normal, but I really love solo days. Both me and Kieran work from home. A lot of the time though, he is out of the house. He's doing classes, he's doing church stuff, he's doing visits, and work outside the home, which is great. But I feel like I need to talk about something because I get a lot of people that this is usually a top comment. A lot of people go, how in the world do you do what you do? How do you do that? And then someone replies and goes, her husband stays at home. He helps with all the kids. That's not true in that context because I'm not only able to do what I do because Kieran is at home. Today is evidence of that. I'm still able to make food, keep home, homeschool, do chores, take care of myself, read my Bible, and that isn't to diminish what Kieran does because P.S. the only reason I'm able to actually have an online presence is because of Kieran. I would not be able to film my days, upload content, email people, work with brands without Kieran. Would I still be able to homeschool and make home and homemake if he went to work every single day, yada yada yada? Yes. And I only know that because I did. To be honest, Kieran only started working from home, I don't want to say it was recent because it was years ago. But I was able to have multiple kids and stay at home and actually do all the work by myself, which is crazy. Because, heads up, I'm not very good at bookkeeping. And that is a lot of what Kieran does, is bookkeeping, lawyers, stuff like that. But for the people that are like, how do you do what you do, Sarah? And this is not me trying to be like top tier, I do this and it's amazing. That's not what it is. But this is my everyday life, and if you're curious how I do what I do, this is seriously the simple answer. I didn't start here. This is not where I started. 10 years ago, I started with instant rice from Uncle Ben's, shake and bake chicken on a good day, and pre-packed salads. That is literally where I started, in my cute little mobile when I first got married to Kieran and was newly pregnant with Ivy. And I wish I knew this earlier, but it is so important to not compare your life and your stage right now to someone that is 10, 15, 20, 50 years ahead of you. If you feel like you're just not where you want to be in your relationship with the Lord because you're looking at where all these 50-year-old ladies are, or if you feel like my home isn't what I want my home to be because you're looking at your mother-in-law or your mother and how they keep home, I would encourage you to stop comparing because they are so far ahead of you. That's why the Bible actually says, like, surround yourself with older women because they do help you grow and they inspire you, and they've lived so long that they're a good example to you. So I do not do what I do because I have Kieran at home. I do what I do because I have worked about 10 years to this point. And of course, our husbands are helpful. Of course, when Kieran comes home from his classes today, I'm gonna go, can you help me out? As any normal mama would do. It's so good when our husbands come home and we go, an extra pair of hands. Anyway, I thought I'd knock that out. And P.S., my kids are the coolest. They make each other food. They clean up breakfast and lunch together. They clean their rooms. They vacuum. They do bathrooms. My kids are at a very helpful age, and I'm so thankful for that. You have a lot to look forward to. If you're a mama with just little kids, like, you have a lot to look forward to. Anyway, I'm proud of you. No matter what stage you're at, don't compare yourself to people that are way beyond you. It takes them time to get there, and it's gonna take you time, and that's okay. I'm gonna finish up this laundry, go help some kids, and I gotta get dinner going. I'm pretty hungry. All right, let's make some flatbreads. This one I already had made previously, so I might as well use it. sourdough is that you can pre-make it. So I just made sourdough pumpkin muffins. I don't know actually how this is gonna turn out, so I'll see tomorrow because this is totally different from anything that I've done. But I'm gonna make it today, go to sleep, forget about it, and then in the morning I open up the fridge and go, oh, that's right, I have muffins. It's just kind of nice to break it up a little bit. Anyway, thank you for being here and watching my day. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna feed my sourdough starter. Look at this guy. I gotta make burger buns tomorrow, so I gotta feed him. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.